Welcome back to This Week. We caught up with Governor Bill Lee this week in Chattanooga, where he addressed TDOT workers' safety and the U.A.W. vote at the Chattanooga VW plant.
But we're also here to bring awareness to work zone safety. Next week is a week that we highlight work zone safety for our TDOT workers. Very dangerous out there on the road for the workers that are on the side of the road and that need the public to pay attention, to move over, to slow down. We're going to be talking a lot about that in the next couple of weeks. We've already had a couple dozen incidents where motorists have hit TDOT equipment on the sides of the roads. We need to make sure that doesn't turn into lives lost. And so we're here to remind everyone, move over, slow down, pay attention to the men and women that are out there filling our potholes and making our highways better.
The governor was able to go face-to-face with TDOT workers.
You know, just talk to some of the men and women that are actually out there doing it. And one of them was involved in an accident, hit by a motorist. So understanding the dangers there. We also talked to some who are actually out there saving lives, some who have intervened in, getting a motorist out of a burning vehicle. And there really was a conversation about safety, how important it is, how unaware many people are about the real dangers. So.
Workers at the Chattanooga VW plant filed a petition with the National Labor Relations Board to authorize a vote to possibly join the United Auto Workers Union, enabling the union to be the voice of VW workers in future labor contracts. Governor Bill Lee was asked about the vote.
I'm a person who understands that skilled workers in this state are crucial. And my past employment, I worked alongside men and women who are skilled tradespeople for decades, especially now. They have high skills and are in high demand, and their future is very bright. I believe it would be a big mistake for those workers to risk their future by giving up the freedom to decide it themselves and to hand that over to a negotiator on their behalf. I think it'd be a mistake for them to vote to join a union. We've seen union decline in many places all across this country for the last decades, and we've seen plants close that made the decision to go union, so I hope that's not what happens here. That's a decision the workers will have to make, and they understand what's at stake there. I just would encourage workers to think about their own employment freedom and the ability to control it themselves.
So if the decision is up to the workers, should elected leaders take a stand?
I think it's appropriate for leaders to speak out. I've been working with skilled tradespeople for 35 years before I came into this job, and have a broad understanding of just how valuable they are and how valuable their future is, and how they can determine that, how economically vibrant our state is, attractive to companies. There's a reason that companies have come here, and the work environment that we have, the right to work state that we are, there's a reason for that. So it's entirely appropriate for people in the community to have thoughts about it.
And what does the governor feel the consequences would be of U.A.W. approval?
I think every worker is interested in certainly their wages and their work environment and the safety, and they alone can decide what that environment is. Encourage them to decide that for themselves and to keep that under their own control.
That will do it for this edition of This Week. We will see you back here next weekend. Enjoy your week.